What is up, everybody? This is RybackStun. Today we are doing something a little bit different.
You truly are worthy of that hammer.
My bad, that was a little loud. We are going to take another look at Marvel Heroes. Now, if you'll remember from the channel before, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I did a 30-minute impression of Marvel Heroes, and my bottom line was it was a very grindy Diablo 3 clone, actually, because of the way that certain things are set up. And it was fun for a certain period of time, but unless you got a really good starting hero, or you're able to just spend a little bit of money quickly, you were going to be grinding for a very, very long period of time. Now, a lot has changed since then. I think I played that near the beginning of the life cycle of the game itself. It might have been a little bit later than that. But they've added a whole bunch of different stuff since then. They've also added a large selection of characters. They've added an option for you to be able to purchase characters with in-game currency as opposed to just purchasing it with G's or hoping for a really good drop. And so on and so forth. So, I've actually been playing this game for a significant period of time, having a lot of fun with the various different characters that I've been able to purchase and earn. And I did spend a little bit of money in this game. I spent, I think, about 30 bucks. Which, when you think about it, on an MMO, you're going to wind up paying $60 for the main game, plus $15 a month for 12 months if you're going to go for the whole year, or however much long it is going to be. I've already paid less than half of that, even if you just go with the game in 1 month. So it's a deal in and of itself. We'll go ahead and show you what characters I have. I started out with Daredevil and Scarlet Witch, and I believe my first character was Scarlet Witch, and then popped down Daredevil because he was the drop from the boss that I fought at the end of the tutorial phase, which I don't think they do that anymore. I'm not entirely sure. I should try to make another account and see what that is. But they've also increased the amount of heroes that you can pick as a starter hero. When I started, it was Thing, Storm, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, and Daredevil, and that was it. I'm pretty sure they've added Captain America, Black Panther, Punisher, and somebody else. I can't remember who that last person is. But as you can see, I have Daredevil, Deadpool, Loki, Punisher, Scarlet Witch, Thor, and I have Captain America and Cable up here. So you'll see the different various little things. I have a 17 Cable, 5 Captain America, 20 Daredevil, 19 Deadpool, 35 Loki, 7 Punisher, 25 Scarlet Witch, and 20 Thor. Now, I've actually beaten the storyline on normal mode with both Loki and Scarlet Witch, hence why they have this little button here that's either a green or a yellow. And essentially that means that you can unlock higher difficulties once you beat Doctor Doom. So normal difficulty is what everybody's on except for Loki. Loki's on heroic difficulty, and then once you beat Doctor Doom the second time, in heroic mode, you get super heroic difficulty. Now, some of the things that they've added over the time period of the actual game itself is they've added extra things to go to. Now, actually, let me go over here because it's better. This is Avengers Tower, and in Avengers Tower, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can do. To the left of my character, War Machine's down there for supergroup recruitment. To the right is Wonder Man for some quest stuff, and Hank Pym the Crafter. The Crafter is actually very important in the game because you can use it to upgrade your various different equipment and stuff like that. Like this hammer used to be a blue hammer, but I upgraded it to a purple hammer, which is an epic, as all those types of games are. I could still upgrade my cape and my hat, but I haven't decided to do that yet since I've been grinding a lot of Midtown. Now, originally, these things right here, these are called the terminals. And what they're supposed to be is things that you can click that you can go to do different types of challenges. So over here on the yellow is something that they've added recently, which is the PvP terminal, which is still in beta. You've got the green and red terminals, which will allow you to rerun certain bosses for exclusive loot to that boss. Then you've got the group challenge teleporter and the survival challenge teleporter. What is the group? Oh, the group challenge teleporter will take you to the X defense thing, while the survival challenge will take you to... No, sorry, group is... Is it? Is the group X defense and survival... No, I think survival is X defense and group is Midtown Manhattan. Midtown Patrol. Anyway, what they've changed it from is instead of you going to a specific terminal, you can go to any one of these terminals, or you can go right to the actual waypoint generator here to be able to go to any different point you want. Now, if you'll notice, you've got 4 clicks up here. You've got the story mode, which has got the prologue and all the chapters. You've got the green terminal, which gives you the different tiers of bosses. I have to be level 22 to unlock them, but you can defeat different types of bosses in that tier. In the red terminal, This is a much harder to deal with boss in this tier, and you need to have the proper gear in order to be able to defeat them properly. And then in challenges, you have Midtown Patrol, which you go through a section of the city that has a bunch of groups of enemies, and randomly groups of event bosses will show up. I haven't done the PvP yet, but I may do a separate video on that. And then X Defense is a series of waves of enemies that are sent at you, and I think every 10 levels you get what's known as a dupe spawn. Dupe is a little creature that flies around, tries to teleport away, and if you kill him in time, he pops, drops a bunch of XP and a bunch of different items and such. So we'll go ahead and switch to a character I haven't played in a little while. We're going to switch to Captain America. And then we're going to send him on his way to whatever mission he was supposed to be. I'm supposed to travel to Hell's Kitchen. Now, they've redone the powers for just about everybody, and they've also, they're starting to do what's known as level 52 rework on a bunch of different characters. Originally, at level 30, you got your...
Don't you dare call yourself a hero, Punisher.
You got your ultimate here, but a lot of heroes now get their ultimate at level 52 because it's more powerful and more worth using. More worth. That's really... that was horrible English. So, what we have here is we have 3 different trees: Living Legend, Super Soldier, and Shield Slinger. The Living Legend will allow me to do some defense stuff while also being able to perform different types of attacks with just my physical combat. The Super Soldier gives me some defensive capabilities and usually relies on the Super Soldier Serum in that aspect. And then Shield Slinger allows me to just throw crap left and right. And I do actually have Shield Bounce, which is a really good power. Is this just Shield Bounce? Okay. Let's throw that down here. Now, there are items that will grant you different types of powers, which is incredibly useful. Oh, I got a Ruby Quartz. And that's basically what's that. There are different levels of costumes that you can gain for your character, so on and so forth. We'll explain that a little bit later towards the end of the video. Let's go ahead and actually head right to Hell's Kitchen and show you kind of the typical aspect of what a level is going to be.
It's an honor to pilot for you, Captain.
Hell's Kitchen.
You'll get a little video like that, which is not something that you guys need to see at this moment. So, you dropped on top of this building. I still have points I need to do. These little red things on the side here dictate that there's area events going on, and right now there's an arson fire and there's Electro on the thing. So let's go try and see if we can find Electro. Oops, somebody's dead over here.
If I'd gotten to the raft a little sooner, Shocker might already be back in his cell.
Let's go ahead and knock this guy out really quick, while Punisher can help revive Human Torch.
Oh, crap, super types.
So the different types of move that I have here is I have a charge that I can do that with. I have a shield bounce, which will toss and then try and bounce into a bunch of different enemies. Notice how it just kind of flops through the field. Really good power. Probably one of Captain America's strongest powers. My shield is now gone. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, I can get it back by just shielding. I heard that that's actually a glitch that happens constantly. It just flies off the screen. So I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to Electro and such on time. Let me just see if I can just get out of here and raise some thugs.
They don't make thugs like they used to.
Oh. Alright, let's go through here. Notice how there's like dynamic environment stuff that's going on. You'll see that I'm running through a destroyed building that has a vehicle that's just flown through it. There we go. Sorry about the lag. It's because of the video system. Here we go. Out of his spirit. Alright. I guess I helped defeat him. So, basically, there's a bunch of different people out here trying to knock out Electro and a bunch of the bosses that are around here. He does drop little fields that hurt a lot. That's why we run out of it. Do that. Oh, I see. My right click is my shield bounce. There we go. Alright. So, you'll notice that a blue item just dropped. And I go run over there and try and grab that. And there we go. Now, what just dropped off of this boss is metal, boots, another set of boots, and what's known as an Eternity Splitter. That is the currency that you can use to buy various different heroes and other types of things in the game. So, why is the subway... Oh, it's not the subway. It's talking to this guy for some XP. The green things are, you know, your typical XP. I don't have any type of healing whatsoever on this character. That's kind of lame. So now we can look at what we have here. I've got boots for Cable and boots for Squirrel, but my character is able to equip these Boots of Shield Toss once I hit level 8. I'm only level 5 right now. And this medal allows me 4% chance to deal 725 energy when I hit. So we're going to go ahead and equip that because that's really good to have. Hey, look at Deadpool and Gambit. So I need to actually set my powers again really quick. I wish I could remove that. I can't. You know what? Actually, at this point, I don't think it matters. Heroic Strike is kind of what I want here. Alright. Oh, there goes my shield again. So that's a small little glitch. But that's basically the type of thing that you're going to see in the area of combat. Is that it's very Diablo-esque, it's very action-RPG-centric. You do your little moves, you get your buffs, and you go from there. And I'm basically just grabbing all the equipment I possibly can. I've unlocked Finest Hour. I know there's a certain set of powers that I'm supposed to be taking on this character, but we'll worry about that a little bit later. Just toss my shield, knock these guys out, get some health while I'm at it, grab some more boots. Or are these going to be better boots? Yes. Here we go. Boots of Shield Toss. Alright, I guess it was level 6 instead of level 8. But that is that for that. Let's go to check out the powers. Now I have the ability to pick up, you know, an extra...
I'm sorry, weren't you ready?
I have the ability to extra 4 points worth of stuff. I'm waiting till level 8 to be able to pick up a full spread of points into shield bounce so I can get some more damage into it. But I think I'm going to save these right now, and we'll go ahead and see if we can help these police guys do this. The Hellbane gang, huh? As you can see, a Loki running around. Loki is explained near the end of the Siege of Asgard chapter, which was something they actually added recently at the beginning, or at the end of last year. Maybe it's the beginning of this year, I don't remember exactly. Oh, I just got stunned by chains. There we are. Actually, since they're going to beat the Hellbane game, let's go ahead and show you what one of these side things are. So when you see the orange doors, it means that there's an area you can go into that's not important, but it still gives you the benefit of some experience because you're going in and knocking out a specific set of bad guys, like these hand ninjas, for example. Sturdy belt. There's always a, not always, but more often than not, there's a small group of them, and then there's a large group of low-level enemies, and then there's a large group, or a small group of high-leveled enemies, such as these champions. I believe that's what they're called. So when I do that and my shield disappears, it doesn't actually do any damage. And then at the end, you get this little chest. Sorry, I swear I'm not sick. You get the little chest at the end, and it drops a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see if I got anything good. So I got a shield that I can equip next level, which is going to be good. But right now, I think my shield is the best it can be right now. Is increased? Yes, it does. So there's different stats that you can get on your items, just like Diablo, just like all the other action RPGs, and that's kind of the thing it is. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just see if I can run straight to Shocker. Alright. We're going to go through... Oh, no. I guess we'll knock out some of these guys while we're here. There we go. See? Got another reliable shield. The credits drop on the ground. They're in the shape of presents right now because they haven't changed how that's supposed to work yet. And there's a... Oh, that's the police station thing. Alright, I'm actually going to go grab that really quick. Because that'll be a quest I can use for this character later. So we defeated that. Luke Cage has its different types of capabilities and is allowed to summon heroes for hire. You're just gonna walk away then? That's not nice. Alright, whatever. Electro's back. He constantly respawns in the grand scheme of things. So we're not gonna worry about that just yet. I really kind of enjoy being able to just toss my shield and have it bounce to a bunch of different guys. Ooh, I got sturdy boots. More sturdy boots. Let's see if those sturdy boots are any good. Not compared to what I have currently. So I try to look at what the best upgrade in defense is, and then go from there. Because defense is obviously important. I'm Captain America. I have to be able to defend the people. So there's somebody that's dead over here. That's not good. Interesting. Yeah, maybe she's not dead. I don't know. That's weird. Alright, so our subway entrance is this way. We're going to go ahead and head right to that. We beat some bad guys while we're on our way. Wow, there's a lot of dudes here. It's just so fun to watch the shield bounce. So, I do not have enough Eternity Splinters to be able to buy a hero at this point, which is what had dropped earlier. Eternity Splinters are supposedly on a respawn timer of 8 minutes. So every 8 minutes, if you kill somebody, it will be... you'll get an Eternity Splinter, which is actually really good in the grand scheme of things, because most things are just like, hey, good luck. You may or may not ever get enough in-game currency to buy whatever it is that you want. At least Gazillion likes to make it so that you can attempt to get the characters that you want and keep you in longer and possibly get you to, pay money for the costumes that are in the game, which have no effect in the actual game itself, other than you can actually put buffs on them, but none of the costumes that you'll purchase in the shop will have buffs on them already. So there is that. We are gonna try... Damn! I'm not going fast enough. Anyway, I guess we'll just try to get to the first boss, and we'll show you how the actual boss fights themselves work. Each boss is different depending on the villain that you're going to be facing, so there's always that. You guys are down. And we got Magia. Lots of Magia in this game, and it's kind of insane. And there we go. Now all the bad guys are down. Do I? Is that sleep mask for me? No. Boots, we'd already said we're not good. Are these boots good? No. I need to be level 7 for... I'm going to go ahead and hold that down so that way I can get to level 7 and do that. You can see on the bottom, in the middle, that green bar represents my XP. And all that lovely stuff. So that was just a side little area that I do. I try to go in all the side areas because they give you a nice big jump in XP when you do so. So that way, you're not struggling for XP across the entire game like some characters can be. Oop, see, there's another Eternity Splinter. So actually this weekend we have or not this weekend, obviously when this airs it won't be that weekend. But during the weekend that this was filmed, there was a 50% increase in special item find. So... all your special item find stat would be increased, I believe, by 50% from, or it's either each individual thing is increased by 50%, then your buffs go. I don't know exactly how it works. It's multiplicative across the other buffs that you have. Check out again, it won't matter at this point, but check out the forums if you were interested in the way that it was supposed to work out. Now, we're just going to go beat Shocker here. Make sure that I kill the blue guys here. Want to make sure that I don't die as well, because that would be kind of embarrassing. I have no healing capability, which really blows. Alright, there we go. Now I can focus on Shocker. Oh crap, maybe not. Alright. Damn, he's strong. So what I'm using to heal myself is what's known as a shield med kit, and that shield med kit has a certain cooldown. It's an internal cooldown of, I believe, it's 10 seconds. So Shocker drops rocks on certain areas. And we'll just try to punch him down. Make sure we get as much damage as possible, and there he goes, and I'm level 7. Now he gives me a hint that Doc Ock has the tablet that we're looking for, and from that point on we will follow after Doc Ock to try and knock him out. Let's see how far I can get there. Try to keep this video under half an hour so that way you guys don't get bored. So there's certain little events that happen when you kill the proper amount of guys that are in the area. It will automatically grant you an experience boost because of the fact that you're defeating an enemy in a specific aspect. I hit level 7. I need to equip some of this stuff. There we go. Yes, stuff does bind to you. And you'll see Shocker's thing is 4% chance to damage attacker for 1,831 and knock them back when you are attacked, while mine is currently 4% chance to do 725 when I attack. So the difference is that Shocker's... Oh, crap. I don't have my shield bounce anymore. Okay. That's okay. We'll work through that. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me go back and figure out what the hell had that. Because I like having the ability of what that was. Alright, it was the belt. Cool. We'll be able to get rid of the belts. In fact, I'll hold on to the belt down here, so that way I have the capacity of picking it up once I hit level 8 and can put my points into shield belts. It's the really cool thing about the items in this game is that if you find an item that has an ability on it that you wanted to try out without having to put points into it, pick it up, hold on to it, try it out, and see if it's good. A lot of times it will grant you either like 1 or 2 ranks, sometimes 3 ranks. There are some of them that will grant you like 7 or 8 ranks, and other cosmic level items, which is the second highest rarity in the game. Unique is the highest. The cosmic items will grant you, 15 at the proper level that it's supposed to be. So, that's another cutscene. Enjoy that when you guys get to this section of the game. See, that was just a random guy, but he has a thing upon him, a tag on him that basically states that, hey, I'm a guy that gives additional experience. I don't want to talk to Cleo. Like these two right here.
You don't scare me.
So we'll knock them both out. Bam, Magia Thugs defeated. So there's going to be a couple more, actually. Here's one. So this is just, that guy's trying to do a shakedown. Magia shakedown failed. Whenever you save the day, it gives you a little bit of extra additional experience. I got some bonus XP for that. Gonna get some bonus XP for this. Sometimes when you blow up items, these little aim turrets or death machines will show up. That's not good because they will kill you very quickly. I might actually be able to get Doc Ock down here before I need to shut it down. Got a club. Look at her dance. Look at her do the Carlton. Alright. Tablet. Yes, Coulson's in this game. He is voiced by him in the points that he's supposed to be voiced by him. That one didn't give me the experience buff because I didn't do the attack correctly. So now we gotta go through the Kingpin's warehouse to find Dr. Octopus. So you will gain passive experience for just knocking enemies out. But you will get additional experience for whatever it is that it wants to grant you additional experience for, which is always fun. I've been playing through the game. I played through the story, as I said, with Scarlet Witch and Loki. Both of them were fun. Scarlet Witch was a little bit less, not necessarily less fun, but a little bit more difficult. That's what I want to say. A little bit more difficult to get through the game through. And while, that's kind of how these types of games work, it sometimes detracts the fun out of it. I don't want it to be super easy, but against Doom I had to play it very, very carefully, and I had to do it twice, which I really didn't like. But that's just the scope of how these types of games work, is that things are difficult and you have to go through and defeat them the way that you need to defeat them according to whatever the game says you need to do. So, Loki was a lot easier because I was able to do some different things, but when I got to the Loki fight itself, oh my god, that was hard. So, yes, Loki is a villain in the Asgard stuff. Can you take damage, please? Thank you. My god. The Loki fight was pretty hard. These little things down here are used for crafting, so on and so forth. You won't be able to craft individual items that you can equip, but you'll be able to put like blessings on some of your items, upgrade your items from blue to purple. You'll be able to change another character's purple items into your purple items, and you'll be able to add offensive or defensive affixes to your costume. So, that is always fun. Look, another Eternity Splitter. So that's 3 in this video alone. And I think we hit the 24-minute mark. So it is about 8 minutes per shot, which is really good. So, and you'll progressively get those. You could spend the Eternity Splinters 200, 400, and 600 depending on the, not necessarily the viability of the hero. The starter heroes are all 200 except for the new ones that they released. The regular heroes that are released are 400, and the popular ones like Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Iron Man are 600, and heroes that add additional game mechanics are 600, like Ghost Rider. So, or you can spend 175 splinters and get a box that has a random hero in it. If that hero is one you already owned, you can use it to upgrade your ultimate power, but if not, then you just get, you know, an additional hero to use to unlock. So we gotta do this the right way. Ha! That worked. Gonna have to do this. I was going through doing the Midtown thing for Thor. I'm going through the story again on Deadpool. I'm also going through the story again on Cable, which I'm actually switching back and forth between Midtown and Cable, or Midtown and the story on Cable. Because sometimes it's just fun to go and whack a bunch of dudes in Midtown. So I will be doing some streams of Midtown sometime in the near future, not immediately, because it's something that I want to be able to kind of set up to make sure that I do properly and make sure that everybody is, you know, happy with what's going on. So there's Cloak. So that's the end of this specific chapter, which luckily I was able to get done before my time is up. So we'll go here, we turn in the thing, and it sets me on the path to the next chapter. I believe this was chapter 1? Yeah, Hell's Kitchen is the first chapter. So it'll send me to Ben Ulrich. He's got the ultimate Deadpool costume and Headpool as a pet.
Let's pretend I'm impressed, then move
So
on.
I'm going to hold off and take... Oh, okay, guess not.
Look what the cat coughed up.
Cool. So now we're going to just take a look at the shop again, as I believe we did in the first video. You get these little things, you've got bundles that they have back. You can spend bundles on, basically, booster packs that give you a bunch of random stuff. 2000 G, I guess, for the Ghost Rider bundle, Gambit bundle, Loki bundle, Squirrel Girl bundle, Colossus bundle. Ooh, that's interesting. He's got his X-Force costume in there. They have enhanced costumes for certain characters. That's why they cost so much, is because they have a different voice. They have a different... they don't have a different moveset, but they do different things sometimes. You'll see the Superior Spider-Man bundle is $2,900 because that comes with Spider-Man and the Superior Spider-Man suit, which is voiced by a different person. You have the Avengers Team Bundle, the X-Force Team Bundle, and those are all the bundles currently. Heroes, again, various different prices. 900G for Black Panther, 450G for Black Widow, 900 for Cyclops, 1350 for Ghost Rider, 1350 for Iron Man, 900 for Luke Cage, 1350 for Spider-Man, 900 for Wolverine, 450 for Thing, so on and so forth. Now, costumes are really cool because it gives you the option of buying a couple different things. We'll go ahead and look at Cap's costumes. This is Cable, not Cap. So Cap has his Avengers costume, Avengers movie, for $750. You have his original costume for when he showed up in World War II for $450. You have the first Avenger costume, which I really like, for $950. The Marvel Now costume, which is what he's wearing currently in comic books, for $750. His America Reborn, which is when he is resurrected and comes back as Captain America, for $750. And then you have his Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. costume for $950, which I think is really cool. So, but you'll see some iconic costumes for different characters. Like if we go to Daredevil, he's got I'm Not Daredevil. He's got his Earth X Armored, Secret War, his Shadowland costume. You go to Deadpool, he's got a crap ton. Lady Deadpool, his Deadpool Pirate, his X-Force costume, Deadpool Sheriff, which I assume is supposed to be like Rick Grimes. And then his X-Men uniform, which is awful. God-awful, but it's funny. They had Chase costumes for sale for a short period of time. Those were really cool things like Hawkeye's Ronin costume, Captain America's Earth X costume, Thor's Destroyer armor? No, Thor's Golden Avenger armor, which is that kind of stuff. When you look at Iron Man, he's got a crap ton of stuff. Hulkbuster, Classic, Mark IV, Silver Centurion, Avengers Movie, Mark I, Mark II, Mark III, Mark V, Mark VII, Marvel Now, Shotgun costume, Starburst costume. And, you know, that's... Iron Man's got a crap ton of costumes, and Loki only has one. For now. They do add costumes for different people. You've got Luke Cage Noir, Luke Cage Classic, and Luke Cage Street Clothes. Punisher's got some cool stuff. War-Torn Classic. His Chase costume is his War Journal one, where it makes him look like Captain America. His Marvel Now, and then the trench coat, which is one I want to get at some point in time. Spider-Man also has a ton of costumes. Ends of the Earth, Superior Spider-Man Enhanced, Scarlet Spider, Big Time Red, Big Time Green, Blue is coming soon. His classic costume, which looks a lot like what he wore in the TV series. His Future Foundation costume, and then his Sensational costume. So, you can also buy different items like pets, boosts. You can buy a holographic crafter, which will allow you to get access to the crafter in the field. Rarity bars, which will allow you to do stuff. Matrix of Unbinding, which allows you to unbind stuff. Unstable molecules, which allows you extra crafting. These are the other things. And then your specials on what stuff that's going on right now. So, and you can add G in-game, which is always fun. I highly recommend that if you like Marvel and you like action RPGs, that you try this game and have some fun with it. Don't pick Hawkeye as your first hero if you haven't played this game, because he's massively broken and awful. You never see any Hawkeyes. People that play Hawkeyes are specifically because they want a challenge. If you like Hawkeye as a hero, you can pick him up later on since he's going to be pretty cheap. And it's going to be one of those things that you're not... It's going to be very difficult to play him and have fun because of how difficult he is to play properly right now. So, pick up the game, have some fun with it, pick up a character you like at the beginning. I enjoy this game a lot. I'm going to continue to play. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming some Midtown Manhattan sometime. We're going to call it Midtown Madness, which I know is the name of another video game, which is going to fool people into watching my stream. Not really. It's just that's what I kind of want to call it, because that's really what it is. It's just madness, especially if you see some of the boss fights that are in Midtown Manhattan, which is a great place to grind, by the way. So, one more thing before we leave. I wanted to show you the Eternity Splinter item. So you can spend 42 splinters for a random cosmic item, which are really good. They have really good stats, they have really good buffs, and they grant you some other very interesting things. Portal to the classified bovine sector. I assume that that's supposed to be a reference to there is no cow level, since I hear people go cow farming and this is what you need to get there. Not entirely sure. I could be wrong. If you guys know something different, post in the comments below. Here's your random hero unlock for 175. Your ultimate power upgrade. You grab this and it will upgrade any one of your hero's ultimate powers one level, so you can have a better ultimate power. Retcon device, which allows you to redo all your points. Matrix of Unbinding and Unstable Molecules, which are crafting stuff. And then you can see here the Eternity Splinters. Black Panther's 400, Black Widow's 200, Cable's 400, Captain America's 400, Colossus, Cyclops 400, Daredevil 200, Deadpool 600, Emma 400, Gambit 400, Ghost Rider 600, Hawkeye 200, Hulk, Human Torch 400, Iron Man 600, Jean Grey, Loki, Luke Cage, Ms. Marvel, Punisher, Rocket Raccoon, all 400, Scarlet Witch 200, Spider-Man 600, Squirrel Girl 400, Storm and Thing 200, Thor 400, and Wolverine 400. Sorry about that. So, that is that. That is all we have to say about that. Try Marvel Heroes. Have some fun with it. Check out the Reddit at r/Marvel Heroes. They've got a lot of information, as well as some streaming sites, or streaming people that'll be streaming. Some people doing giveaways and so on and so forth. I'll be putting up my stuff here on that Reddit here soon. Check out marvelheroes.com. Check out marvelbase.com, which is your talent tree calculator that you'll be able to figure out what you want to do with your powers at various different levels, so on and so forth. Hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did recording it. Remember to like and comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Tumblr at RybackStun. Twitter's where you'll see all of my streaming notifications going on, so if you really want to know when I'm going to be doing stuff live and you want to come chat, make sure you follow me on Twitter at RybackStun. And more videos to come. Hearthstone, League of Legends, whenever they get their crap together. Season 4 is coming up for League of Legends. And Star Trek on Wednesdays, as it always is. And with that, this is RybackStun, signing out.